Shit is going on. What the fuck is we just talking about?
Unconditional promises to pay.
Oh yeah, so we looking at this shit from a real simple perspective.
Facts.
The love of money is the root of all evil. We ain't got no love of money right now. Matter of fact, if money is the goal, I don't even want to fuck with you. If money is the purpose, I'm not fucking with you. It's just that simple. This system is not for you if money is the goal. Yeah, let's talk about what type of money actually exists in this motherfucking world we talking about we in. Everybody running around trying to get money, right? Right? Everybody can talk. This ain't no motherfucking preaching sermon.
Right.
This is everybody trying to get money around here.
Right.
Preacher, pimps, doctors, lawyers, governors, government, private hitmen, military, everybody on each side of the military, child, the women, the kids, every organization, every denomination. Money is the common denominator. It's a necessity to exchange value. We know what the definition of it is. Nevertheless, we are dealing with something that ain't even money. As we have realized in the definition section, negotiable instruments are cash substitutes, right?
Thanks.
Right?
Thanks.
Negotiable instruments are cash substitutes. They substituting money. Okay? But what are they? Every single dollar that's issued by any government of any republic throughout all the world, every fiat currency, United States dollars, Brazil, every country, period, all the dollars pumping out every central banking system is not a bad thing, but they are all cash substitutes.
Right.
Since they are cash substitutes, let's look at the definition, the real definition, man. Because look, what we just realized was off the chain.
Facts.
We just realized that these love notes ain't new. I mean, they new, but the very essence of the current financial system is based on something similar. So let's talk about this real quick. Flip, you're going to have to come in and step in these motherfuckers right now real quick. Tell them what an unconditional promise to pay is, because an unconditional promise to pay is what that Federal Reserve note is what every bill issued from every central bank is. It's a unconditional promise to pay. So, Flip, just give them the definition real quick. What does an unconditional promise to pay mean?
All right. An unconditional promise to pay is a firm commitment to transfer funds that does not depend on any external conditions, qualifications, or future events. The promisor is legally obligated to fulfill the payment regardless of external circumstances, such as business performance or another party's actions.
So let's look at this real quick. They saying an unconditional promise to pay is a commitment to transfer funds that doesn't even depend on any external conditions, qualifications, or future events. So it's a commitment. I promise. It's a promise. That's what it is. That's the noun. It's a promise. Promise. What is a promise? Hey, somebody right now, tell me if I'm going crazy or not. Is a promise or is not a promise a fruit of the spirit or a derivative of the fruit of the spirit? Is a promise a spiritual asset, y'all? Is a promise something that comes from a spiritual asset? One of the 9. Let's look at what's the 9 spiritual assets, y'all. What is it? Love. What we got? Patience, joy, long suffering, kindness, goodness, self-control, faithfulness. Does promise come from any of those? Making a promise, does it come from any of these? You got to be faithful to make a promise. For somebody to believe you, they got to be faithful. You got to have some love in you to even want to promise and want to fulfill that promise and not be lying to a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? This is a derivative of a spiritual asset. And it's the underlying asset in your very money system. People think that the money system based on nothing. No, it's based on a promise. And if you can't trust your brother's words and these people's words, then the money start acting funny. So all this crookedness, evilness, deceitfulness, greediness, unjust, illegalness, unlawful operations, fraud, deceit, mismanagement, improper fiduciary duties, not operating on the benefit of your motherfucking fiduciaries, just fucking all up out here.
Right.
Illegal operations under the color of law, all this bullshit going on. And that's breaking the promises. And that's why the money is looking funny. Because if the promises weren't being broke, people will be able to keep it flowing. They say in the beginning the word was God and God was the word. You need the word to make a promise. So how's you using God? How's you using the word? Your promises, if they could be bond, your word is a bond. A bond is a financial instrument, y'all. Y'all get this shit?
Facts.
The very financial entity that you criticizing, the banks and the financial institutions, I'm not against them. If they was operating honorably with their systems, I fuck with them. All that's operating honorably, I fuck with them. But we are realizing here that the actual currency of the nations of the world are backed by spiritual assets. Because what do they say? This dollar is backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. Now that's a faith. Y'all heard that? Faith? Is that a spiritual asset?
Yeah. Facts.
It's a spiritual asset. You see where we going here? So Love Notes is all about monetizing spiritual assets. And unlike financial institutions, we dealing with spiritual informal value systems. But we ain't fucking around. This money ain't funny. Meaning, every love note, in order for it to be issued, in order for the government to promise to pay anything, they had to receive some evidence that somebody rendered some love for the benefit of humanity. That means that our dollars it's based on faith too. But it's based on spiritual assets and love and faith and everything that has actually been rendered already. It's like an asset already that been in production for the benefit of humanity. So our money is asset backed. The asset is love in its various forms. And it ain't nothing different than what you're dealing with already. As we just bust your bubble and find out. Federal Reserve, holla at me. I fuck with you. This and community currencies do what? As we see the definitions, they support the local government and the local monetary system and the national monetary system. Taxes shall be paid on transactions. Ain't running away from that. It just ensures that the flow could occur whenever it's needed, meaning people could get things done whenever they need it, y'all. And everything's been based on spiritual assets since Queen Anne and the institution of the Negotiable Instrument Act. Let's get with this shit. Okay. With that being said, I think it's time for you, Alex, man. Go ahead and let them know what identifying and assessing your purpose in life is all about, seeing as that it is the first step of Mansaism.
Alrighty, so identifying and assessing your purpose in life. The first step of Mansaism. In Mansaism, identifying one's purpose is the first step towards human capital development and wealth creation. The system teaches that every person possesses unique talents, passions, experiences, and aspirations that can be directed towards serving others and while creating value. Rather than focusing on the pursuit of money alone, Mansaism encourages individuals to first discover the purpose that gives their life meaning and motivates them to develop a life plan that allows them to use their purpose for the benefit of humanity. After purpose is identified, Mansaism encourages individuals to define their dream in practical terms. This includes describing their desired lifestyle, career, family goals, community impact, and long-term vision for the future. The system holds that a dream becomes more achievable when it is translated from an abstract idea into specific objectives that can be planned, measured, and pursued through intentional action. A central concept in Mansaism is identifying the economic value of a person's dream by calculating the total cost required to live that dream. This process involves estimating the financial resources needed to support the desired housing, education, transportation, healthcare, family responsibilities, charitable giving, business activities, retirement, and other life goals. In this framework, the estimated cost represents a planning target that helps individuals understand the amount of love they may need to render over time in order to achieve their purpose and sustain their chosen way of life. Once the economic value of the dream has been identified, Mansaism encourages individuals to develop strategies for creating that value through rendering faith-based actions of love. The system emphasizes building skills, strengthening relationships, serving community needs, and developing opportunities that align personal purpose with meaningful contributions to others. By connecting purpose with productive activity, the system allows participants to create pathways towards financial stability and spreading love. This poverty prevention system helps individuals make decisions with greater clarity and intention. According to Mansaism, understanding one's purpose and the economic requirements of one's dream provides a foundation for goal setting, wealth creation, and community service. As a living system, it helps people pursue fulfilling lives while contributing to the well-being of humanity.
Yes, sir. So that's identifying and assessing your purpose. Hey, Flip,
Sir.
you done heard all that, man. How it really go now. You set your purpose up, see how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? Measure out how much of that you going to be able to use with community bucks because you got the vendors in the network. See how much of the cash you might need if you got a dream that requires foreign currency. Then even in our network, we might have investment opportunities where you can use those love notes and get back some foreign currency. Now seeing how it worked, how you feel about that, man? Man, it's like the new scam is living your dreams.
Facts. Like a real legal scam, man. I mean,
You scamming motherfuckers to living their dreams, huh?
facts, man. I mean, it's like it's too good to be true, man. But we got all the proof for it. Once again, man, love to pay the bills, man.
It's just real. It's just
real.
More and more evidence on top of evidence.
Facts.
It's the system tight now. So now hey, what's your purpose? Motherfuckers should have an answer.
Facts.
Knowing exactly what you want this year for your purpose, minimally.
How much it costs, everything, break it down, step by step.
Boom. You running your life like you a government.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Got your budget, your appropriations for the year.
For sure.
Numbers down. How much percent of that gonna be with your community bucks? What percentage you gonna use some other currency? It's not foreign. Use the national currency.
Facts.
Or some foreign currency if you need to do some business in Brazil or other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we gonna have to play.
Facts.
Today's the day. And the only other thing I gotta say is we just went 19 for 19!